Hello traders and friends, be sure and follow me at Gumby9662C on Twitter if you get a chance, and give me any messages or anything. I encourage direct messages. If you follow me, I try to follow you. But at any rate, what I want to talk about now is a pair, chart pair that I watch all the time, and this is my indication of whether VIX is oversold or overbought, and it's the VIX versus the VXV. Okay, and right now we are at the bottom of a typical trading range, and any lower from here we typically get oversold in the VIX, and not very often do we go further lower into earnings season with people buying insurance with options. So this is probably a decent entry point for the VIX. So I just wanted to let you guys know that the markets could go a lot higher, and I do have a really bullish take on the markets. So just keep this one in mind on your radar. One of the areas that has me concerned today, I had mentioned yesterday in the video that I really thought the dollar was going to hold up here and bounce back up. Well, today, that one candle inside day, that got wiped out today, and we are actually marking another lower cost by a few pennies, lower low. So it had me concerned. I was actually shorting GDX and the gold stocks, thinking the dollar was going to rally for the correlation pair, but I made some money on it today and I got out. Just keep this one in mind: if the dollar drops, gold should go higher, and so just keep that pair in mind. Some positive things for the Trump rally here. Interest rates caught a pretty good bid today. It looks like that we've come down, we've retested, and now the interest rates are preparing for a move higher. So just keep this one on your watch. We've had a move here before and it's been rejected, but this is something that's looking quite interesting. And the main thing that I want to take from this, with the bonds dropping right here, that suggests to me that there was real selling pressure in the treasuries, and it was outside of what was going on in China. Because when you have a weaker dollar versus and a weaker treasury, that doesn't correlate with China trying to support their yuan. They're only going to sell treasuries when the dollar's higher. So just keep that in mind. There is actually a liquidation from other sources today in the bonds. Your RSP, your breadth indicator for the S&P, it was lagging just a little bit behind the SPX, but not by much. It was a pretty darn bullish tape today. And if you notice, your SPX was just a little bit higher slope. And now the Qs I'm pretty darn bullish about right now. We have gapped up to the top of the range today. And Google reports tomorrow night, of course, and that's the first of the FANGs. And I am thinking that either Google, Amazon, Microsoft, or multiples are going to blow out their expected moves on the earnings. And like right now, Google is only pricing in like a $32 move, and I think that's just ridiculous. And so we're going to see here. But my targets are up here on this red line up here. I am thinking we are about to break out of this range we've been trading in for a good while here, and on good news. And basically what I'm seeing here is that the Qs are going to play some catch up to the other broader markets. So we might start seeing some breadth indicators coming off the markets as we start getting more rotation back into the technology stocks. That's a theory that I've got running in my head right now. So just something to keep in mind. Even if we start seeing the breadth come off, I think we're going to make higher highs in the technology sector. So let me see if there's something else I want to talk about. Now I am watching Apple for tomorrow as a possible reversion lower. They traded up considerably today in lieu of Qualcomm's earnings. And after hours, Qualcomm's trading lower. So keep this one in mind for a short trade tomorrow. Another stock of interest is Baidu. Today the money flows were not going in its favor, but keep in mind this is the Chinese equivalent to Google, and so I am thinking that we're actually going to see some money flow in this tomorrow, ahead of the Google earnings. So just keep this one on watch. One of the reasons I'm still bullish on the markets, Boeing had an amazing knockout day today, and I don't think the run's over with. So the short-term indicators are very expensive right now, with the RSIs and everything being really toppy. But I do think we have continuation room here on your Boeing. IBM is having one heck of a week so far, and it continues to rock higher. As of today, we are breaking out of prior monthly resistance. So keep this one on your radar here. If we get some continuation for the month here, we are breaking out, it seems like. Well, we know the Christmas holiday season retail was a little bit light. LVS, Las Vegas Sands, they reported after hours and took a hit. So that might tell us that discretionary spending might be a lot lighter than what we were first led to believe. So this actually might impact Amazon tomorrow, so just keep that in mind. Now eBay did do great. Let me show you that. eBay, they did real good on their earnings and stuff, but the main thing that I noticed is that they added a lot of member growth across the world. So new accounts were way up. So that's why this thing's getting a really good rally. So eBay does tend to trade really well with Amazon. So if they're catching a lot of new subscribers on eBay, the same thing is probably happening in Amazon. So let me show you that. So far in after hours, Amazon's not catching an extra bid. But I am thinking tomorrow you're probably going to see an extra bid in Amazon with eBay. I did take Wynn Resorts as a kind of an earnings trade with Las Vegas Sands. So far in the it's wiped out pretty much all today's gains. So hopefully it'll hold tomorrow so I can get out, because I was in from the yesterday. But at any rate, that's wiped out a lot of my gains. At any rate, that's all I got to say. Just be sure and follow me if you get a chance, and share any ideas you got. I am pretty darn bullish on these markets, largely in the technology space, okay? And I'm kind of thinking the Dow and the technology is going to lead us higher here. So just keep that in mind. Be sure and give me some feedback. Thanks a lot.